Welcome to the adventures of John Jonathan. He is a recently retired member of the Pentis Oculatus and now seeks to build an empire of his own. Thanks to the exceptional work of Skyrim modders, I am able to make this a reality. Starting a mining business to produce weapons for my army. Building a farm to feed my forces. Founding my own town as a place for my armies to stay and resupply. Building my own castle and becoming Jarl of the city around it to show my power. And finally, going to war with the Jarls of Skyrim to take my place as High King. Just before the video begins, please make sure to like the video and sub to the channel so you don't miss the rest of this series and other content I'm going to be making. The first thing I needed was money, and lots of it. I returned to my mine to collect my profits to help in the coming war effort. Now, I just needed more commanders for my army. While walking through the streets of Whiterun, I overheard these two arguing. I asked the man about it and he informed me of him finding his grandfather's sword. I offered to help, as taking out these bandits would provide me with another area to stage my armies, and further prove my right to rule, as I aid the people of Skyrim. On my way to the bandits I was viciously attacked by a Dark Brotherhood assassin. Clearly someone was growing fearful of me and my growing strength. I then noticed two guards.
Yourself and go back to where you came from. You don't belong here.
Don't you treat me like a buffoon! I'm a city guard, damn it, like you!
Nobody takes you seriously, you daft. This bandit was captured in Whiterun, and therefore he is a prisoner of Whiterun. That's the law.
What a horseshit! Piss off with your lawful arse of righteousness, and say you're only doing this for the reward. I spent months trying to find this elf. Months! Meanwhile, you were in your castle in the clouds, with your great Jarl, feasting and drinking.
You keep on like that, forest barbarian, and you're going to have to take those manner lessons from Spriggans. Now leave, before things get ugly. No!
No!
This is your last warning. I will be forced to attack you if you don't do as I say. Don't worry, I will make your end swift.
You have my prisoner. I will butcher you with my axe if that's what it will take to get him back. What? Did you just piss yourself? Oh, never mind. Yellow was the color of your sigil.
You've had your chance.
Hello?
For Whiterun!
Who's that?
Yeah!
Is it over?
Quite the spectacle, but I suppose it had nothing to do with me, so I carried on my way. I approached the towers that Armand marked on my map. You know what that means? Bandit killing compilation time. I then claimed the towers for myself and looked out upon the land. It would all be mine soon enough. I made my way back to town to give Armand his sword back.
You found it. I've been looking for that blade for months. You took on all those bandits yourself?
Now that he considered me a friend, he was willing to join my army as a commander.
I am honored to accept this position. What army group am I? My troops and I will bring glory to your name.
His wife wouldn't let him go take on some bandits, but was happy enough to let him fight a war for me. I next gave some gold to Brenuin. I decided to offer him a job. He may not have experience, however, I wanted to help poverty and homelessness in Skyrim, and this was the first step in achieving that noble goal. Now, I just needed more bandit camps cleared, so back to the compilation. After this, got back to camp and built some siege equipment. I had a catapult, battering ram, and a ladder constructed to aid in the capturing of cities and forts. All I needed to do now was better equip my troops. I took a trip to the mine for a few days to gather plenty of ebony ore. After many long days of hard work from me and my miners, we gathered enough to forge weapons and armour for my army. I then gave all of this to Agrok, along with some coin to better train my troops. And Here they are, all suited in the finest armour currently available, ready for any battle that may be thrown their way. These are the finest soldiers Skyrim has to offer, soon to be a symbol of strength.
What do you need?
I need to send a message.
Who are we making it out to?
Jarl Ulfric.
What message would you like to send?
I declare war.
Are you sure you want to do this? A war with the Stormcloaks?
Yes, we are
Very
ready.
well. We are now at war with the Stormcloaks. May our troops fight bravely and secure great victories.
Yes?
I wish to discuss some war plans.
Which hold did you want to discuss?
The Rift.
In order to attack the hold, we need to send some armies there to establish an invasion camp. Shall we proceed with this invasion?
Yes, of course.
To begin the invasion, we need to select the armies that will set up our invasion camp in the hold.
I then selected all of my armies to march to the Rift and to set up a camp near Blackthorn. Here we are. As you can see, we have enough tents for everyone. My commanders are with me. Blackthorn is just across the river should we need it. Then we have my personal war tent with a map of Skyrim for me to have planned my attacks from. First course of action is to attack the Stormcloak camp to secure control of the roads. I sent all my armies to send a message to the Stormcloaks. I did not plan on losing this war. I joined my soldiers on the battlefield, war already raging. They had all rushed the enemy by surprise and were easily overpowering them. I ran to help my forces, as a strong leader should join their soldiers in battle. We slew every Stormcloak we saw. This rebellion would not be here for much longer if this was all they had. I will admit, I began to get overconfident at times and came close with death. I learned I could not underestimate any enemy, no matter how easy victory may seem. Stormcloaks certainly had numbers, and that was their biggest strength. Many times they managed to gang up on me with 3 or more of them, all attacking at once. This strategy proved effective for them, nearly killing me. However, it would also work for my army. As they all rushed together, the Stormcloak defence began to fail. In the end, they were no match for the sheer strength and numbers of my army. My next plan was to take Fort Greenwall just outside the city. This would destroy any reinforcements the city may have, and give me a suitable location to launch my attack. I had my armies assembled and ordered for the battering ram to be bought as well. We would all attack from the south entrance together. I gave my commanders the order, and the battle began. We all ran to the gate. My soldiers defended me as I made my daring dash towards the battering ram. I pulled on the string and let it fly. These old doors would not be able to stand another hit. The gates were down, and my soldiers poured in. This was another easy battle for the Jonathan Empire. Finally, it was time to launch an assault on Riften. I sent all my armies and all of my siege equipment. This would be the first true test of my skills as a leader of an army.
We are ready to begin the attack on your orders.
It is time to begin the attack of Riften.
Yes, sir.
Armin blew the horn and rushed forward. I pulled ahead. And then I destroyed the barricade the Stormcloaks had set up. From here, we pushed up the hill, killing every Stormcloak between us and the city gates. Honestly, I don't think this first phase could be even considered a battle. It was more of a slaughter. I almost felt bad for killing so many. But now was not the time for emotion. Now was the time for action. We destroyed the defense of the outer city, and the tides turned in our favor in no time. In all my years, I have never felt so much adrenaline rush through my body. I let the battering ram fly once more. The sounds of the gates slowly falling rang through the entire hold. I could hear the Stormcloaks on the other side. They were scared, and they were right to be. We entered the city and cleaned up the rest of the Stormcloaks that were cowering inside. All that was left was for me to face the Jarl myself. I also took this time to raid Riften's resources, as to be used for the glory and the purpose of the Jonathan Empire. Then, I made my way to the keep.
Stand down and leave, or we will strike you down where you stand. I said stand down!
We have defeated all your men. Surrender the city and no more have to die.
Not a chance! Guards, attack!
Another man.
Enough!
I yield.
Stop!
I yield.
Cease fighting. It's over. We surrender. The capital is yours. If you pledge no harm will come of my people, I turn over the seat of power to you.
To ensure the safety of my new people, I had guards hired, and I imported food from my faction reserves to the city. So, there you have it. John has declared war on the Stormcloaks and captured his first city. Now he must choose if he wishes to continue his campaign, or negotiate peace with Ulfric to give time to grow his strengths even further. Join me next time to see what happens next. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what you think. See you in the next one.